Hope everybody's doing great. I just wanted to talk about the Kundalini. I've been doing a lot of work on raising the Kundalini and why and its importance of it. I know, like several years ago, I had a few experiences of of the Kundalini rising. I didn't know what it was back then. I was in a group setting both times, and the Kundalini, which I'm sure you all know, is the serpent. It rises up through the spine, through your base and sacral chakra, and moves up through. And the whole point of raising the Kundalini is to clear distortions, to clear anything that's stored in the DNA, which causes us disease, physical ailments. It helps with longevity. When we come in, we have a lot of our ancestral lines and a lot of patterns, distortions that were passed on to us when we come in, that are in our DNA and that are stored there. And back then, I never realized when that happened. I never realized the experience of it with I felt the heat, but sometimes you don't know what to do with it. But at the time I didn't, and luckily I did have somebody try and assist me with it. And you'll feel the heat running and coming up through, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. And then you don't know what's going on sometimes. Like, I didn't know what was going on at the time. And it scared me a little bit. And, sometimes it can be more strong than others. But the whole point of it is to it, changes the frequency. It clears anything that's stuck in your system. You can do it through dancing. I've done Kundalini Yoga over the years. It's not the easiest thing to do. It is the number one, I believe. Now, this is all coming from my experience, so take what resonates and what doesn't. But I feel Kundalini is like the father, the head of, mother, father, whatever you want to call it, head of yoga. And why I do enjoy it, as hard as it can be sometimes to go through. It does affect every nerve, every cell. It moves through and clears, and your energy field, I believe, tends to, for me, my energy field rises quicker through it. And yes, there's all kinds of yogas, which are all great. Everything about yoga is great. Martial arts, any of that. And it is kind of a form of martial arts, because you do have to hold positions for quite a bit of time. You got Qigong. You can, like I said, do it through dancing. You can do it through whatever movement gets your sacral chakra and the energy moving, because it gets stuck. And then through clearing it, what I have found is that I don't tend to rely upon outside to help me, to heal me. It comes from all the inside. And I was conditioned and I think a lot of us were, to react or to act like our parents did, and they carried the ancestral line down of the distortions and how we should view things, how we should feel, we should think. So, and a lot of that stored in the body can cause physical issues. Most of it is from physical issues, stuck energy. Everything is energy, everything's frequency. And if we look at it from that way, I feel, for me, I can understand situations better. And the more you clear those energy centers, because it comes up through, it's like a golden energy, and you could sit in meditation and ask for help with it. And to move that, it's a healing frequency energy going through like a snake, up and through. And you are to try and work to get that so it comes out through this crown chakra. And it cleans and clears and heals a lot of part of the patternings, the stuck energy that are in our bodies. I found that I can be more clear. I can tell whether my energy is someone else's or is it coming from me. I grew up in a very dysfunctional, I don't know how many, I think a lot of people can relate to that dysfunctional growing up on how you view the world. And everything was, this is how as I said, this is how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to act. But until you get to the core of you, it's like you're repeating and repeating and repeating, and it causes a lot of patterns for me. So I find that working on raising the Kundalini helps clear your energy field and purifies. I mean, there's just endless. And all physical exercise is great for that, for releasing. Anything you can do to get a release. I personally am working on a lot of clearing ancestral trauma and trying to speak out for women who that didn't get a chance to speak out. So in changing that part of history, ancestry, it will help future generations also too, coming in, that they can speak freely and their feelings are validated, where I know I was growing up, my feelings weren't validated. Not totally. I grew up with a very stoic mother, so you didn't get compliments. You didn't, whatever you felt wasn't true at the psychic level, and you will learn to stuff it. So in stuffing all that, of course, it's all stored within us, so we need to release it. And in doing that, you feel freer, clearer. You don't look for someone to complete you. You are complete yourself. And I think that it's always that storybook thing, the romance. You meet the person, the knight in shining armor, and of course the Disney movies and all those show all that stuff. But it's like, we're here to complete ourselves. We're here to balance the male and female within us and not expect somebody else to do it for us or to complete us. And in completion, us being complete within ourselves, then we can come in union with someone and be someone that has, then you're coming from a place of not of need, and you're coming from a clearer place. You're not, it just, when I think back in all the situations, in the submissiveness that, we've had to go through, I believe it's distorted. It is distorted. And we all, our energy systems, they know how to work. They know how to work for us. And they can guide us and help us along our path and our way. And then we can truly know, once we get to the core of ourselves, we really truly know who we are. And I believe a lot of us, are here everyone's here to basically remember who you are, so you can do your mission, your purpose, whatever that is, and whatever you feel is right for you. So I just wanted to share share my experience with that, and I still work on it, and I still have work to do. But like I said, the more you clear out your own energy system and the frequencies, the distortions, the way you looked at things, really how you were told to look at things, but we all fought it. We all knew that wasn't right, inside when you were told this and told that. And we're all responsible for ourselves. And it begins with us, and it begins with healing us. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope it helped. And, whatever works for you and whatever you can do and feels right for you is the right thing to do. We all know, we all have the knowing, and it's just, it just helps to clear out your energy field so you can be clear. And, you are coming from the core of you and not somebody else. It's your truth, your knowing. Alrighty, thank you. Have a great day. Bye.